evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. Tonight, we are talking about an event that actually was yesterday was the event, but we're talking about a historical event known as cow pens, as well as our normal stuff. How's everybody doing out there? All right, let me hop over here. Yeah, it's scroll back to the top and say hi to everybody. Well, first one in was Susan Galley, followed by Lori J. She's already heading to bed, so she's got to get up early in the morning, and she's on Eastern time. Mad Chick Acres, welcome. Did Tammy send you my email address? Not yet. All right. And if you want to just email me down in the bottom of the description. I think I have it on this one here. It should be there. If not, it'll link over to my About tab on the homepage there, and I got it down in there. All right, Moon Over Miami's here. Suzanne's saying hi to everyone. And I froze. And so, yeah, so I can see the light flickering. There we go. Now we got it straightened. Yeah. Important part. Cow pens took place on a 500 square yard grazing pasture. Be interesting. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is here. Ada Neer is here. Walt Rogers is here. Bay's Place is here. Kimberly Gill is here. Decoy's in the house. And, okay, caught up. So how's everybody doing today? All right, so before we jump into this, I only got, I think, 3 news things to talk about, and then we're going to jump into the main starting point tonight. But let me get over here to the news stuff, and it's been a unique week. Most of the stuff has been fluff and mirrors and smoke and mirrors news articles. So let me go down here and bring up the one here. So, all right, two items here came up. California, in their great need to protect us from ourselves, and we're not smart enough to protect ourselves, passed another law, a ban, or not. No, they haven't passed it yet. It's going fast. The headline is California ban on youth tackle football clears legislative hurdles. So it's making its way there. And even though the chambers were, were overrun with youth football players, telling them to butt out and mind their own business, that their safety equipment's plenty good and everything else. They go, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're just youth. You don't know what you're talking about. We need to take care of you. And so California is working its way to pass a ban on youth football. At least they have it for under 12 years of age, so peewee football, which is usually flag football anyways. But, hey, we got to make sure that nobody plays tackle football there. Of course, the kids in the corner dirt lot are playing tackle football without any gear, and they're doing just fine. Oh, wait a minute. Cool. What? Cool. Great. Absolutely fabulous. The second big news article here was Bay Area crime ring stole $650,000 from stores, 3 charged. And basically, in one case, prosecutors said they drove a SUV into the Walnut Creek, which is a upscale area. Louis Vuitton stealing nearly $250,000 in merchandise from that one store, but they busted them. All right, and let's go back up to the top here, and the latest ones here. Now comes the silly ones. All right. Things to do in the San Francisco Bay Area this week. Like, that's an important thing to be talking about. You tell when they're throwing stuff like that up there, they're trying to divert your attention from the real news. And the other one, like just like onto it, is 4 romantic Bay Area restaurants recommended by Michelin Guide. Whoopee! So that's the end of the news. However, what was missing from all the news was the fact that there was absolutely nothing mentioned in any of the headlines about the storms and the polar vortex hitting the Midwest down into Texas and across into Florida. Nothing talking about it. And they probably won't unless the Florida orange trees get devastated again. Cool. Well, Vay's place, if she wants to pick up on some information, send her on over to the channel and have her start watching the Your Prep for Today videos. Give her an idea of things she can consider to prep. All right, so let's get back over here again. Hey, Shadow Scout Sleeve. Woo! Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and drop this down in here. Not only do they lock their doors, their nav system tells them you are too close, too close, too close. Back off 4 light years. Back off 4 light years. All right, and let me go ahead and put that up there for Shadow and anybody else that wants to come up here. And if CR may be in bed already, he may not show up. All right. Okay, so all right, so what we're going to talk about is cow pens, battle cow pens. It was the turning point in the Revolutionary War. The problem, and I was looking at a bunch of the different pictures and stuff to pick one up here. I threw this one up here because this is controversial. Because remember what I said earlier at the beginning? Cow pens was fought on a 500 square yard pasture, not in the woods. See all these trees around here? All right. People love to do things in the pictures of the woods for the Revolutionary War. And, all right, so let me go ahead and bring up, there it is, boom. Oh, there is plenty of stuff to look up on the Battle of Cowpens, January 17th, 1781. Or you can go to the National Park Service. They have a site on it because the site is a national park now. The American Battlefield Trust, Wikipedia. So let me open that up to a different tab there. We'll go to that in a second. Significance. It became known as the turning point of the war in the South, part of the chain of events leading to the Patriot victory at Yorktown. Cowpen's victory was won over a crack British regular army and brought together 3 strong armies and leaders who made their mark on history. It was fought near Hickory Creek, South Carolina, on 500 square yard grazing pasture. It began shortly after the dawn on a bitterly cold morning and resulted in a devastating defeat for the British Army, ending a string of victories for the crown in the southern colonies. Now, there is a movie where the Battle of Cowpens was near the culinary thing in it, starring Mel Gibson, called The Patriot. And basically, the main thing on Cowpens was they used one of the commanders there was put forth a plan The general's like, I don't know that's going to work. He goes, trust me, we can make this work. And so what they do, they put some regulars here, and down in the middle, they put the militia. Now, the militia was known for running. And he goes, fine, this is what we're going to do. Guys, you're going to fire a couple, one or two volleys, then you're going to start a retreat. And then the regulars are going to fall back. And basically they fell back out of sight, and the British regulars charged over them and walked right into a trap. And it was a pincher movement. They walked in and all of a sudden around and just devastated them. Hey, Chief Tech, how's it going? Oh, yeah, that's right, Mad Chicks Acres, yeah. Thank you for watching with both channels. Oh, she's here. It's the amazing CB at Hugo Homestead. All right, and Shawnee Shave is here, listening. Checked off's in the house. Hey, Vitra. And so if you want to, there are some YouTube videos. That one is called Cal Penn's Revolutionary War in 4 Minutes by the American Battlefield Trust. Going to be a good one. The National Museum of the United States Army, Battle of Cowpen, Morgan. I'm waiting for one of the YouTube channels I'm following lately. This guy does a deeper dive into history stuff than I usually do. And some of the battles that I thought I knew well, that I'd studied and my grandmother taught me about when I was young, because of the internet, he's found other documents and stuff about it. It's called The Fat Electrician. This guy used to be in the Army, and he loves going through stuff. And I mean, he has some really cool catchphrases, like warheads on foreheads and yeetus to deletus, and some other cool things he talks about, different things. But I'm waiting for him to do something on this, because I can just see him digging up some more dirt on it that most people generally don't know about, digging into the archives and stuff and finding out some really cool stuff. But this was one of the first time that the grunts, as he calls them, and Morgan used to be a grunt, and he worked his way up. Did some how would he put it? Some strongly aggressive shit. That's what he call stuff like this: strongly aggressive shit, and deleted a bunch of the enemy. But the classic pincher movement was used here in a way never used before, and it basically it turned the tide of the Revolutionary War for us. Sorry, Aiden there. But yeah, it's one of those things. My grandmother was big on teaching me and my brothers everything she could about American history. I mean, she made sure we were out there at the crack of dawn on Flag Day, June 14th, putting up the American flag, and not just the current American flag, the 50 star, the 48 star. I'm trying to remember the other one she had. I think she had something like a 35 star or something like that. Yeah, that was her mom's flag. So she's gonna put all those up. All righty. So this, I've always loved Cowpens and the battles down there in the Carolinas, where they turned the tide and just proved that, hey, yeah, we may be a bunch of rednecks, we may not be professional soldiers, but hey, this is one reason why Japan did not invade the United States. They knew what would have happened. Hey, Idaho Garden Girl, how's it going? All righty. So I was going to go into, I'm going to go into the other part here. So we, okay, so here we go. So it's Cowpen's engagement in the Revolutionary fought on the 17th, 1781, near the town of Cowpens, between the American Patriot forces under Brigadier General Come on, Daniel Morgan, there he is, and British forces. Nearly half the American loyalists under the loyalists were the ones were loyal to the crown under Lieutenant Colonel Tarleton as part of the campaign in North and South Carolina. The battle was a turning point in the conquest of South Carolina from the British. Now, Morgan's forces conducted a double envelopment of, there you go to the thing of it, also known as the Pincher movement or double envelopment of Tarleton's forces. It was the only double envelopment. I just lost it here. There it is. The only double envelopment of the war. Morgan's forces suffered casualties of only 25 killed and 124 wounded. Tarleton's forces was almost completely eliminated with almost 30% casualties and 50% of his forces captured or missing, with Tarleton himself and only 200 British troops escaping. Yeah, it's walk into a trap. It's like, oh crap, we got to get out of here fast, and they couldn't get out of there fast. But there's a whole nice story going on about it. The background up there at the top of north of South Carolina, near the North Carolina border, is cow pens. A lot of information on there. But yeah, this is a very pretty well written one, and all the information, British forces, American forces, and they do reenactment battles there, and it is some. And there's the cow pasture, and so there's a lot of pictographs here of the battle. Of the they took 712 prisoners, of which included 200 wounded. So, anyways, really good. I think I'm really excited about history of stuff like this. And yeah, I'm going to bring something up here in a second. Spell it right. Yeah, and there is a battle there. Let's see if I can find where it is here. Although one of the other ones of the Revolutionary War, which was, quote, a victory for was it Carleton, or is it Cornwallis? Sorry, Cornwallis. But it was basically it was a victory that the Crown said, we cannot have victories like this anymore again, because they lost 27% of the force, and it was at the Battle of Guilford Courthouse. Gee, I wonder what I was named after. And but yeah, so I'm a big Revolutionary War fan. All right. So what's on your people's mind tonight, now that I got my little thing of, hey, Ark Wildman Survival, welcome. Now that I got my little thing about the Revolutionary War and the Battle of Cowpens out of my system. Oh, by the way, if you guys can get it for free on either, I'm not sure if it's, I think it might be back on Tubi or Roku. You can watch The Patriot for free, or one of the other streaming services. You know, it's out there. You know, good movie. Little played up, but still good movie. But so, guys, what's on your guys' mind? You know, how's the cold in your area today? We had a fairly nice warm day today. Let me get rid of that and bring this back up. The weather today, the high was supposed to be 35. It hit 36. We had rain last night. So when I went out there this morning, all the snow was gone. All the snow that had fallen the day before that I hadn't scraped off the driveway was gone. Most of the snow in the street was down thin. There was a lot of patches of asphalt showing. And most of the snow was gone off the roof of the house and off of the shop. And the metal patio cover, what was left on there was just, running off. So today was a good day out there for me. And so I spent a time working in the shop. And depending what happens tomorrow we have a 20% chance of snow tonight before 2 a.m. So sometime in the next 4 hours, we're supposed to have a 20% chance of snow. In the morning, a slight chance of snow showers before 3 p.m. Chance of precipitation is 20%. They don't even say possibility of accumulated snow. They don't even list that. Usually it's less than a half inch, at least a half inch, or less than an inch, or more than an inch. There's nothing showing, just 20% chance. And the wind is coming from Yellowstone, so it's coming from the northeast. And that's what's going on for our weather tomorrow. And if it is clear enough, I'll be back in the truck, back out of the shop, and finish moving some shelves around. I'm working on a video right now out there of work I'm doing out in the shop. And so it's going to be getting ready to do some more work out there for the insulating and stuff. Yep, I'm ready for spring too. 100% chance of weather every day. I'm never wrong. There's that one meme on Facebook. 100%. Snow flurries, coming or not. There will be could be 4 to 6 inches of snow. It could have high winds or not. Could be changing mid-afternoon, and one of those ones just totally ambiguous things. It's been one of those little pictures has been passing around here. Of course, I love the one where they have the two guys are there with a Ouija board and saying, winter forecasting for the weather in the United States. -13 degrees Celsius will drop to 15 degrees later. -13 to -15, so that's below zero, or below freezing. So Celsius 0 is freezing. All right. Right now we got about 20%, 20%, 20%, 30%, 70% possibility of rain likely, then 50% chance of snow Saturday night. Sunday and Monday, it's 50% chance of rain/snow. And that continues on till Wednesday. Oh, it's going to rain, snow, rain, snow, rain, snow. It's 30% chance of or 50% chance of precipitation. Whether it's going to rain or snow or not, it's a 50% chance that something wet will come down. But right now, I do owe a thanks to my neighbor here, Curtis, our new mayor. He brought his case skid steer over because my tractor, I didn't have room to bring it into the shop, so it's sitting out there and it's so cold I can't get it to start. So he came over and cleared from into my cement driveway to the pavement, the 15 feet there, cleared all the snow out in front of it, so I can work the snow blower and keep going out. And then went across the street and cleared my daughter's driveway all down to the gravel. And now I just got to yell at my son-in-law, hey, you get out there, the first sign of snow, when you got more than an inch, you get the snow blower I bought for you guys, and you get out there and you clean that sucker. But yeah, so it's interesting weather here. If those of you that didn't catch my video over on Camp Hatton Family Compound yesterday morning, day before evening. Anyways, when I had the kidney stone and was laid up through Christmas, the propane tank ran out of propane out there running the Mr. Buddy heater that was keeping the indoor garden in the shop going, and the rainbow chard froze. The mini sunflowers in there all froze, and the lettuce froze back. But I was out there looking at it when I videoed that, and the hey Jordan, but the lettuce
Hey Gil.
was starting to come back, and so that's Grand Rapids lettuce. So even in sub-cold temperature, it's growing. So now I got to turn the grow lights back on it so it can actually grow, because it's in the dark out there and it's still growing. Let's hear Mad Chick area acres. 95% chance of snow in the DC area overnight, or not. 26 degrees now. Well, if it warms up to 31 degrees, it'll snow. I think that's so weird. It's got to warm up to snow. Oof. So how are things going in your country, John?
Well, we have a lot of snow, and we got more yesterday. When I went to work, I had snow up to my kneecaps.
Oof. Well, I have a feeling that I'll be maybe experiencing that in some areas here in a week or two. Right now, it's just up to mid shins when I go walking out to through the garden area, because it's just built up in the garden area there. But yeah, it's some of the areas of the wind. We've been getting our heavy winds from the south southwest. So the front lawn is like as much as all sticking out there. On the leeward side of the house, where it blows up over the house and drops in the garden and in the backyard back there, that's where it's 18 inches deep or so, or in the mounds up against stuff, and it's about 9-10 inches deep all over the rest of it. But yeah, just about all the snow is melted off the roof of the house. My rain gutter in the back, where I got all the heat tape, got overloaded, and basically the heat tape melted stuff, but snow came down so fast it bridged over it and it was just sitting up there. It finally all just went and melted and was gone finally. CR! Ooh.
CR?
Yeah.
I never thought he would pop up. Hey CR, good to see you.
So, yeah, it's a. And I got an email today. Get back over here. Let's see, I get rid of those two there because I already talked about those. All right. So back on January 8th, I ordered from MI Gardner, got my confirmation email from them. This morning, I got an email from MI Gardner. All right, your order's been shipped. 10 days later. It took him 10 days to ship the order. So if you're ordering stuff from MI Gardner, he's got a backlog going on with everybody ordering from him right now. And Mad Chick Acres, I got your email here. All right. And I need to put that one, move that. Sorry, I got do all my housekeeping. Anytime I see an email come in, I need to put it in a folder. I do it here, no matter when it is. But yeah, so there's a. So I got a bunch of. Let me go back to what I ordered. I ordered golden sweet peas, avalanche peas, navy beans, sunspot dwarf sunflowers, white cherry tomatoes, white scallop squash, Waltham butternut squash, great white tomatoes, red acre cabbage, Copenhagen market cabbage. So those are the things I ordered from MI Gardener. And so as soon as they come here, I got a couple pots all, big, 5-gallon buckets and some big trays all set up ready to go. And I'm going to be planting some stuff and doing the indoor garden in the house. And even all my shuffling around, I find a couple more of my big deep trays that are about like 7 inches deep and 20 inches wide, or 20 inches long and about a foot wide. I may be bringing a couple more of those into the house, and I may expand what I'm growing in the house just to teach the grandsons how to grow stuff. But so yeah, so if anybody's ordering from MI Gardener, if you order $22 worth of seeds, and they're $2 a packet, if you're over $19, you get free shipping. And if you use hashtag grow big, you get 10% off. So if you have $22, you'll take $2.20 off, which will still put you above the limit for the free shipping, and you'll get free shipping and 10% off. So, oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, so wait a minute. I gotta go back. I just thought of something here. Go back. I think was it Vay's place? Vay, are you still in here?
She hit the sack.
Oh, Vay hit the sack.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because there it is. There she's talking about her oldest daughter, and then she said something about doing some freeze drying. I think she said doing. Yeah, she's her daughter, who's now getting into the prepping stuff, asked her to bring some food over for her to freeze dry for her. So Vay's place has a freeze dryer as well, as I believe Mad Chicks Acres has a freeze dryer as well. And Brenda's in the house. Duncan 1900 Homestead, welcome. And I froze. So welcome, Brenda. And let's see. Yeah, I've actually started. I'm I'm pulling out some of the chili I made and that I made and then froze in the Food Saver vacuum sealer. So I pulled one out, and tomorrow I'll be doing a video on it. I'll do the video to both channels because it does with prepping and it does with homesteading. So I'm going to do it to both channels on how it turned, how well it works, just to take it, put the seal meal into a thing of hot water, and to heat it up without, be able to eat it right out of the bag like an MRE or a freeze dried backpacking food thing. But this is not freeze dried, and it was frozen, and so it's that. Cool. Yeah. Next year, hopefully, be able to get my daughter over here because her husband, I helped her set up the watering system for her raised planter beds that I gave her over there. And he keeps turning off the water so that the automated timer won't water her garden. About ready to slap him silly. Don, how you doing? WD Glock and Roll is in the house. And so I'm gonna let her come over here and garden in some of the stuff over here where he can't come over here to turn off the water unless he wants to get shot with rock salt. But we're gonna, she's gonna have her come over and garden stuff. And so between her and if the boys are getting big enough, she can bring over here and get him to work in the garden without picking the wrong stuff. Other than Eli, who picks anything has a flower on it. He picks flowers. He just loves picking flowers. And it's like, no, that's a blossom for tomatoes. Don't pick it. But that's the problem with him being on the scale. He just likes to pick everything. Let's see what's going on there. But yeah, we'll if we get enough stuff going. A friend of ours in town here, 5 blocks away, has 2 freeze dryers and says we can come over and use them, to freeze dry stuff. So we may see what we can do on that. But and hopefully, I'm just waiting. My wife's been talking about trying to get up here, but the weather between California and here, with all the rain they've been getting and the snow they've been getting going over Donner Pass and the Truckee Summit, and it's just for a 2-wheel drive car, she doesn't want to do it. So, but things for here on the homestead here, it's the compound, as it's officially called, is going fairly well. Just as a little bit, if it stays a little bit warmer here for a couple of weeks, I'll get a lot done out in the shop, because when it drops down to the low teens and single digits, and I can turn on the heaters out there, but it just doesn't heat up good. And I can only work out that for so long before I got to come back in and thaw out. Reminding everybody, even though it's winter, stay hydrated. What was it? Idaho Garden Girl put out a video where her chickens were pecking the snow to stay hydrated. Chickens are not dumb. And they also know that the snow water, it has less minerals of the alkaline minerals and stuff that Idaho is famous for. So we can hope, CR, we can hope. But yeah, anyways, I got I'm moving stuff from the main shop over into the first section of the shop that I've got totally the walls insulated, and I got the OSB up, got the lights in and everything, so I can start working in the main part of the shop. Just because they're bird brains doesn't mean they're totally stupid. Because there are bird brains in Congress, and then there are the totally stupid in Congress. You can tell the difference between the bird brains and the totally stupid. Yeah, I know. My daughter's chickens have plenty of water too, but they like to eat the snow. And the only thing we can figure out and talk to other people in town is because the water, well water and stuff around here is so hard. And they want some nice soft water. Yeah, I mean, I got my daughter a heating pad thing for the water, chicken's water to sit on. So their water stays defrosted, but they go out and they like eating the snow because I guess it's not. It's more like it's bottled water in white form on the ground. But yeah. So who all is trying to grow stuff indoors? I'm trying to remember who. Someone on one of my videos said, "Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm trying to grow several things indoors and stuff." A couple people said they are trying to grow stuff indoors this winter. The Arrow Gardens. I know several people are trying to. I know Idaho Garden Girl's one that's doing it, but there was someone else too. Idaho Garden Girl grows stuff cool all the time. I mean, she's growing stuff all the time. But someone, Arrow Garden peppers, okay, tomato, romaine, eggplant too, basil. Yeah, all right, guys. There is your example of growing indoors. And Suzanne is overwintering some plants indoors. That's cool. Cool. Great. Yeah. As soon as I get 2/3 of the shop roof or ceiling up, then I'll be renting a insulation blower. Yeah, I actually rent it. If I buy 20 bags of insulation, I get the free. I get the rental for free. So I get the thing, so I can blow them all up in there for free. And then I'll finish off the other. I'll do that over the one side, especially the small area I got done already, so it'll be easier to heat. And then I'll finish once I get the other one. I'll blow the other side in. That'll make a big difference out there for keeping that shop warm. And then I'll just I'll finish off the insulating the walls, and then I got to do some as the fat electrician would say, do some engineering shit and get the roll up doors insulated for the shop as well, so keep more heat in there. I did talk to the staff sergeant. I told her, hey, I could match the paint that's on the roof of the shop and paint the roll-up doors the same color because it's got that color trim around the doors anyways. And she goes, no. I go, okay. I was thinking, it would be darker, and in the wintertime, the sun's coming from this direction, and that would help heat up those doors. She goes, no. So I got to insulate the doors to make it do. Thank you, Stephanie. But yeah, so I saw 5 of my Grand Rapids lettuce have survived the big freeze out there. So now I got to, I'm going to be turning the Mr. Betty heater on. In fact, I'll be going out there after this live stream and turning it on the lowest setting and plugging back in, turning the switch on the timer to get the grow lights to go for it. Okay, what did Brenda say? It sounds like fun, that CR said. I think he might have meant Stephanie. Oh, just mushrooms. Okay. There it is, just doing mushrooms. There it is. So, yeah, I mean, geez. Those that haven't been watching my exercise videos to the end in the morning, I've been spending 2-3 minutes at the end there talking about stuff. WD Glock and Roll. Don, are you still here or did you go to bed? He was in here. He's been putting out some videos. If somebody could put up Don's channel link up here for me, WD Glock and Roll. He's been putting out some interesting videos about the power outages over there in Oregon and what's happening to the stores. And evidently the stores, power went out, had generators, ran out of fuel. And it looks like they I see the ceiling. Yeah. Okay. Don's here. All right. So Don, throw up your channel link and maybe the link to your video where the at the store where all the dairy and meat section is totally empty, where they threw everything out. Yeah, it's just stores. Oh, we got enough. We got a generator. Stuff power's out for a day or two. Well, day 3, they're out of fuel. A lot of stores are. But yeah, so this winter, if you're still having power outages in your area and these stores continue, there's going to be certain things in the stores that they're not going to have because power goes out for a couple of days. Certain things that need to be refrigerated aren't going to be kept cold. So, anywho, the link is pinned to the top. If anybody out there wants to come up, CR, Ad Chick, Stephanie, anybody else? Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. All right. There's the link. There's one of his shorts. And from the short, you can click on his channel and subscribe to his channel. Don is a great guy. He helps out his neighbors during power outages and snowstorms and the fires they had there, the wildfires. He was helping his neighbors out. But yeah, fortunately, I've gone through. I got plenty of frozen vegetables. I got plenty of cauliflower, spinach, and broccoli frozen, enough to last me through the next 5 months. And so, but fortunately, like this up here in Idaho Falls, the stores up here on their generators were smart enough to get the generators that run on natural gas. So they don't have to worry about running out of fuel. They could, but I really doubt it. Once the stuff reaches a certain temperature, I know in California, probably in Oregon too, it hits a certain temperature, they can't give it away. They got to destroy it. There he is.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, I know like down in Modesto when I lived in California there, they had some flooded areas and stuff and lost power. Yeah, and all the grocery stores had to toss out all the milk, all the dairy, all the meat, everything they had out, and especially when they have those the uncovered refrigerator sections, they just throw stuff over, the blankets over at night. Yeah, they'd toss it all because they didn't have generator. Hey, they're in Modesto. Hey, we got power plants here and stuff. We don't lose power. Yeah. They got a real bad rainstorm and stuff flooded and took out one of the substations, and They were out all. I think they were out for like 12 hours or so, but um, I'm not sure. I guess it was just warm enough in the store. It didn't, because it wasn't a winter storm. It was a summer storm, and so everything went bad. Yeah, I just like food being wasted too. I mean, for me, something like that, they had to be contacting the pig farmers and stuff like that. And hey, free pig food, because pigs are omnivores. They'll eat the meat, they'll eat the cheese, they'll drink the milk, they'll go through anything that's got to be thrown away, and the pig farmers will gladly take it.
If you know somebody that is at these stores back about, I'd say 15 years ago in Maryland, they lost power for a bunch of days and they had dry ice and all kinds of stuff going. And if you know somebody there, they know when about they're going to have to close the store and throw stuff out. They'll basically give it to you. As long as you have a place to put it, you can just take it out the back door. But it depends on the store. You're not going to do that at a Walmart. You're not going to do it at the ShopRite, whatever. You got to be a small store, and they're like, we got to get rid of it because health department. And they'll give you whatever you did. They'll take it all. You got the coolers and it's cold outside. Well, it's going to stay frozen outside. They can't keep it outside.
Yeah. I know the Safeway, which owns Albertsons and Lucky's supermarkets in California, there, when their power's out, and they're getting down to the time, they call the Contra Costa Food Bank. They call the several of the homeless shelters and stuff. Say, hey, guys, you got an hour and a half to get up here. Then it's going to be too warm for us to give to you. And as I know, the Contra Costa Food Banks, they got generators, and their generators are hooked on the natural gas there, so they're kept good. But the Safeway decided, hey, when they built the store and stuff, we don't need to have generators. I know a lot of them are retrofitting, adding generators now, but and who keeps butter in the fridge? I keep it in the fridge until I put it into the butter crock on the table for for serving, but because it'll stay in the fridge for about a month or so before I pull the cube out and put it outside.
Two types of people: those who have refrigerator butter and those who have table butter. I'm a table butter.
I got, well, the thing is, my refrigerator butter stays there until it becomes table butter.
Yeah, because you can't your toast.
The thing is, I'll take it out. See, I got one of these. Shoot. Let me see if I can show it. Let me see if I can show it here. Let me grab it real quick here. Get this over here. Amazon orders butter. And see if it pops up. There it is. Da-da-da. So this is what I got. And it takes 2 sticks of butter to go in there. Nice. And so when one stick's gone, I'll pull another one out and put it in next to it. And so that sits out there next to the toaster. And of course, my daughter saw that and she went and ordered the same thing. Yeah, I forgot. I got in the chest freezer. I got probably they had the 4-pack, 1 pound 4-pack. So you got 4 pounds of butter from Sam's Club. I probably got 4 of those out in the chest freezer.
And do you have an Aldi or Lidl out there?
No, we don't have Aldi. We have Winco instead.
Okay.
And Winco is fabulous.
I picked up butter I think it was last November, not this past one, but 2022. And they had it on sale for like $2.18 a pound. And all my friends were like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I asked them, I said, is there a limit on that? They're like, no, why? I was like, great. So I threw 3 cases in my cart, brought it home, threw it in a big pot, and made ghee. And I just melt it down, skim the fat off, and boil off the solids and that, and skim it all off. Not the fat, but skim the solids off. Put it in my canning jars. You don't have to can it, but I threw it in the water bath for 20 minutes just for the heck of it. And I still got probably 30 pounds of butter in jars down the basement.
Cool.
So, get it when you can.
Yeah. When I buy, several things like that and I put it in the chest freezer, I'll take their the pack. I won't open the package up, so you have your 4 1-pound packages in there. I'll wrap it up with Glad wrap, just to give it an extra protection, and then put it in the freezer. Yep. And if Tammy was here as well, she'd be saying that she does ghee too all the time.
I know she does.
Yep.
So I've known Tammy for a while. I was on Rebel Canners back when there was like 7,000 subscribers, and I had to get off because it got a little out of hand. So, yeah. But friends with her for a long time.
I've been with Tammy for about 4 years now. About 4 years. So I came late to YouTube as far as the Gray Man channel is about 10 years old now, 12 years old. But I was doing it back when I worked for Homeland Security, and with all the changes that were going on for traveling and stuff, I was putting out videos. Okay, guys, here's the latest requirements to fly, to go on boats, to go on trains, to go wherever. I put out a video on it, okay, now we're limited to 3.4 containers of liquids, creams, and stuff. Now you can't carry this. All right, now you can carry that, but you can't carry this. And my boss saw me doing it one time. He goes, what are you doing? I'm putting this out there. And he looked at my thing and goes, that's a great idea. He went into his office. I heard him call up the director of TSA, called up all the different agencies that I was doing it for. He goes, you guys need to be doing this yourself. You need to be putting out travelers alerts out there. You talk about what they can bring in customs wise. You need to take it, you told them all, you guys take care of this. And a month later, he goes, okay, they're doing it. You can stop.
That's no fun.
It's like, okay, cool. I mean, thing is, so I made other brownie points, and I got an extra pay bump because of it. So it's like, cool. And then I totally forgot I had Gray Man Prepping set up when I moved up here to Idaho. I started Camp Patton Family Compound just to show what I was doing here on the thing, mainly to show my wife what I was doing when I was up here. I'd come up here for a month at a time and then go back to work down there in California, and I was posting videos and stuff. And then when I retired in 2018, then I started doing stuff full time up here and stuff. And it's and then I started. I was just posting stuff. And then I got dragged into the prepping community through Arms Family Homestead, Red Poppy Ranch, Iron Horse Ranch. And then I started getting to the others. I got hooked up with Broussard Homestead, and that's where I met Brenda, Duncan 1900 Homestead. And Lewis is in the house. It's the Marshmallow Man. And then I wound up meeting Courtney at Wide Family Farm and Tammy almost the same time. In fact, I ran into Tammy on Courtney's channel.
Oh wow!
And that's also where I ran into. It's the Marshmallow Man over there. And CR and I met back in early 2019 on Just in Time Prepping. Okay, I was no shoes, no nail clippers. I got to go back and see what he was talking about. We have butter on the counter, in the fridge, in the freezer, and in the cow. Oh, that was so funny. Somebody posted. They had one of the hang on here. Let me see if I can just find it here. Show you guys. You got this. This is just absolutely. Okay, so somebody had this one here, but they didn't have the whisk on it. They had, come on, they had the one on the bottom right there on it, and they poured the making for. They put the blender outside on the porch. There's snow on the porch. They put it outside on the porch. It was minus 18, they said. And then they poured the ice cream mixture in there and had it go on making ice cream. Hey, to me, I thought that was very ingenious. Making ice cream in the, hey, you don't have to buy the ice. You don't have to put the rock salt on it. You just put the blender outside in the cold and make your ice cream.
As long as the motor doesn't freeze up, that's good.
Yeah. What's Don saying? Power keeps flickering. I think we will lose it. Yeah. A friend of mine over there up in Oregon, they're over near the coast. I'm okay. Phillips, this is his last name. He's a Mason. He's been a grandmaster. He's doing all this stuff and everything else. His brother is Chuck. I can't remember his first name right now, but yeah, he's saying they thought that they lost their refrigerator when there were the surges and flickers, and then the lights were just flickering. But then you notice, hey, the refrigerator's getting cold again. So it may be still running, but it's not dying. Snow cones are super easy now too. Oh, shoot. Who was it? Someone posted, there's this little, it's like a giant set of salad tongs, only it's things. And it's for making snowballs. Perfect for making snow cones. Ooh, freezing rain. Not good. That will bring down power lines and more trees. And actually, Don posted a video going where a big tree went down across, and you can see where they were cutting it up, had cut it up and cleared the road and put the lines back up. But yeah, Oregon's getting a lot of trees coming down. And who was it? Cherry tree. Oh, dang it. Shoot, who's a cherry tree farm or something like that, or can't remember his name right now. Posted, and they had a bunch of cherry trees under high tunnels, and the high tunnels got snow on it. They had no heat out there. It got snow on it, and both tunnels collapsed on them. But most of the cherry trees survived. So. I know. Shoot, nope, can't find it there. Can't find it. But yeah, they lost. Ooh, shoot. All right, someone's busy. You're on Rebel Canners. Turnip greens, canned them before the freeze got them. And anybody's not following Rebel Canners on Facebook, you need to be following Rebel Canners on Facebook. All sorts of good information going out there and stuff like that. Whoa, what does he say? 3 people got electrocuted after lines fell on their car. Ouch.
Ow, don't get out of the car. You're insulated.
Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. Heaven Gates Cherry Farm. And Brenda also says it's been snowing there all evening.
You know, wires on your car. Stay in the car.
Yeah, you don't get out. You wait for someone to get you out here. Oh. Shared Prepping Ideas is a group here on Facebook. Cindy Han Kate is doing it. I post stuff over there all the time. She has good stuff like this. Gets stuff from other channels to post on it there. Preserving meat without refrigeration forever. Basically, how to historically salt cure meat. Good stuff there. All right. Southern Blessed Homestead, Mac. Anyways, there are some oh geez. This this look like this was posted by Juliana Jujubee. She's been around on my channel. She's been up here a couple times. That back there by in Virginia, looking out at her car. This winter is going to be the next week or so is still going to get bad down in the south. It's pushing it down there. Commander Bacon said he's down to 11 degrees for the low. Tonight, the low for him is 19 degrees, 7 degrees tomorrow night. Yeah. There is cold stuff coming in.
It's going to be fun. Be prepared.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta share something here with you guys. Let me bring this up here. YouTube. Okay. This is one of my new favorite. If I need to laugh, I go to this YouTube channel to laugh. Right over here, the Fat Electrician. He's doing a review of the Army Special Forces here, but if you go to his channel, I mean, he has a lot of funny stuff, reviews a lot of things. Oh, America's most iconic delivery system, the Grumman LLV, also known as the mail truck, made by Grumman. And he said, he's talking to the guys. It's like a Hummer. You don't want to drive it on the freeway at 55 miles an hour. It scares the heck out of you. But he talks about a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff is just absolutely, the way he does stuff is absolutely hilarious. I would play it, but YouTube probably ding me because I'm not doing a review. But yeah, the Fat Electrician, absolutely funny. If you've been in the military, you'll love him. He has nothing but great things to say about all the different branches of the military. And then he has some of them are absolutely crazier than others. The one I watched today was about EOD. He goes, those guys, talk about everybody being crazy. These guys take it to a whole nother level. Canned bacon. That's one of the things I got to do. I've talked to my wife about it, but we just haven't done it yet. Is canned bacon in the small half-pint jars. That way we can have our crumbles and stuff. We can put it on our salads, baked potatoes, whatever, and like little small ones to keep it in the fridge after we open it.
You can take it out and throw it in a frying pan and still have regular bacon. Might fall apart a little bit.
Yeah,
done that.
Well, I was thinking about cooking it all up and canning it cooked.
No, you take it. There's a procedure to it. You can take the raw bacon, roll it up in parchment paper, pack it in the jars, and throw in a canner for depends on the size and your altitude and that.
Yeah.
So I did canned chocolate cake. That was fun. I actually did a video on that. I did a live feed on Rebel Canners way back. I opened it up a year later on New Year's Eve. I did a live feed when they let you do it on New Year's Eve, and I'm like, oh, let's go open up some chocolate cake that's a year old. Then I opened it up, Mike, smells like cake, put it on the cutting board, cut it. It was like cupcakes because it was in a half pint jar. Poured it out, tasted it. It tasted fine. It was a year old. I gave it to my dogs, and everybody freaked out because it was chocolate cake. You can't give chocolate to dogs. I'm like, it's chocolate cake.
Yeah, the amount of chocolate is so minuscule in there.
Nothing in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about that. I know about canning bread, and I've seen several videos of people canning bread. They use the long tapered jars, can bread in it.
Yeah.
And
I did that with challah bread, but it was a bad recipe, so it was very dry.
Yeah. Why can't you do chocolate cake? Here comes Lewis. Hey, Lewis.
Hey, how's it going?
So, I mean, why not do the little tapered jelly jars or the small ones and do a batch of cupcakes?
You can do that too. Brownies. It's just a matter of how you do it. There's a way to do it. You can't just throw it in a can. It won't do it in a pressure canner. You got to oven can it. I mean, I did a whole long thing on it, and I mean, it's either going to work or not.
That's okay. Hang on. I got to go over. I'm going to add canning breads and cakes to the topic for the Monday fireside chat when we're doing that stuff. Here we go. Here's an open spot on February 19th. Canning bread and cakes.
Well, send me an email. I'll hop on again.
All right. Yeah, that'll be there we go. And save. Oh yeah. So we're coming up. When did I do the other one here on Monday? Okay, so freezer meals. Dutch oven is this Monday. So doing this coming Monday is going to be Dutch ovens, ways to cooking it. And I thought I had, going to do on the 29th. I forgot to put it in. Freeze drying.
Oh, definitely send me an email on that one.
Yeah, that was why, because of what you said, that's why I was going to put it in there. And you said you'd come up here on that. So now I got your email. We can communicate on that and save that. So guys, preppers, everybody in side chat, even though, all right, this is the mainly prepping channel here. Camp Pat Family Compound is mainly the gardening and cooking channel and homesteading channel. So we're going to be talking about prepping food over there. We've been talking about it on Mondays with Tammy from Rebel Canners, and Courtney from Wide Family Farms been over there coming up too. And I think I also had Juliana up there too. So, and of course, Lewis has come up a couple times too. So, can you can Twinkies? Wait. All right, here's the thing.
You don't have to can them; just bury them in the ground. They'll be good in 100 years. Yeah,
I mean, didn't you see the movie Mortal Engines? Where she's opening up a package of Twinkies 300 years later.
They're fine. They have a half-life, not a shelf life.
Yeah, and what was Red 2 with Bruce Willis and Malkovich and some of the others, where he goes to his old Russian safe house in Moscow, and there's some sort of like scooter pie or whatever is there, and he pulls it out and starts eating, and she goes, "How old is that? 20 years."
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, some people just get freaked out over that stuff.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Brenda's lost the internet. She's back on her phone.
You know what another good thing is that's got a good shelf life? Rendered fat.
Yeah.
I don't know the name for it, but I know a buddy of mine, he gave me some beef fat. It was rendered and everything in the frying pan.
Tallow.
It was good.
Yeah, it's called tallow.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes great candles.
Yep. And if it's from pork, it's lard. And I forget what the Tammy told me what they call fat, the rendering the fat from turkeys and chickens. I can't remember what she said.
Yeah, I don't keep that.
Well, she renders it and cans it and uses it later in broths and stuff, and for other things.
You mix it with flour, make a roux. You can thicken your gravies, and that tastes a whole lot better than butter or oil.
Yeah.
The stuff's good.
There it is, right there. Schmaltz. That's what it's called. Thank you, Stephanie.
I know that the rendered fat's kind of good for reseasoning cast iron.
Yep. It's also great in biscuits.
Yeah. Oh, actually, so I want to put this in here. So,
hey, Gil, send me an email. I got to hop off. I have to go. I might have to go to work in the morning if it snows, maybe.
Okay.
I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Right.
See you later.
Yeah, it's getting later. So before I wrap it up here, all right. So tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound, the shelves are stocked, but what's lacking? And so we're going to be talking about sustainability for your pantry and stuff on your shelves at home, because of the shelves may or may not be stacked at the stores. Saturday, back here on Grayman Prepping, the topic is diet versus diet versus diet. This one was suggested as high protein, vegan, or vegetarian recipes for when people cannot get meat. So we talk about different diets and how they affect you, and everything goes like that. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound is Dutch ovens, ways to cook in it. I forgot to put the in there. Cook in it. There we go. And save. And then Tuesday, back here on Grayman Prepping for Tactical Tuesday, is communications, silent and scrambled. And that brings us back to the next. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a specific topic for part of next Thursday night on the Midnight Ride. And don't forget, Shadow, you're going live on Saturday.
8 p.m. my time, 1 p.m. Central time, and 2 p.m. Eastern.
And so noon here, Mountain Time, where I'm at. And, yep. Lewis, you plan on going live again?
Not really. I wasn't thinking about it.
Okay. Let us know if you ever do. We'll shout it out.
Alrighty then.
All right, everyone. So before we take off, a couple words of advice. 1, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. 2, stay safe. Don't do anything foolish. If you're in a car and the power lines fall on it, stay in the car. Just hold your arms and sit there. Wait for help to come. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing, and learn a new skill. Oh, and don't forget, try to grow something this winter indoors. All right, everyone. See you around.
Take care.
Take care.